Okay, so I was literally on my way. My brain is scrambled right now. I can't even believe this. It doesn't matter what I was doing. Looking at my Instagram, and I came across a post. Somebody shared the post about a brother who's in the conscious community, and it was very interesting that the post came up because a sister had messaged me earlier today, and she asked a question about why the Most High says to kill people, women, children, men. And my answer, I literally gave the answer because, and I'll give it to you guys too, there's a difference between murder and kill. They're actually two different Hebrew words. The words are, and I'm actually going to give them to you because this is, it'll come up. The word for kill is it's harag. Harag is the word for kill. You can see it in verses like Numbers 31 and 17. And then the word that's given in the Ten Commandments for murder is ratzak. Okay? And I'm not going to go into a word study, so this is going to be really brief because I'm literally on my way somewhere. But I just came across a video on my Instagram of a brother who is supposedly conscious. I have no idea who he is, but I'm going to show you this video. I'm going to show you to you on my phone. And when you hear what this person says, and then you put into perspective what the Most High says to do to these other nations, you're going to understand why. Why even the children? And I know that sounds crazy because those of us who have children, that seems very difficult to understand that. But let me just show you the video and then I'll give you the reason why. Okay, just so you don't think I'm just like crazy. Okay, give me 1 second. And turn this around. Okay. Sorry for whoever's page this is.
Bath with my kids. I'm naked with my kids. I have sex in front of my kids. I never be ashamed of sex. My son be breastfeeding and I'll be making love to his mom. That's me, bro. That's how I get down around kids. I try to keep their purity. I don't want to take their purity away by covering myself up. They're going to be ashamed and cover themselves up. And I'm pure at heart. So you can think in your mind, if I let another kid here, I'm going to have to change the way I am so that your kid can be comfortable around me. No, I'm going to be naked as fuck in front of your kids. My son comes up and grabs my penis. I let him grab my penis. I had sex with his mom. I'm making love to his mother. After I'm done, I'm laying there chilling. He grabbed my penis. And he's playing with my penis. I let that happen. I take bath with my kids. I'm naked with my kids. I have sex in front of my kids.
Okay, so you get my point. When you talk about the disruption mentally that something like that can do to a child, and the exposure that something like that can do to a child, you can understand why the Most High's judgment was the way it was. The whole purpose, and I saw a person post it, the whole purpose of killing, not murdering, killing was to purge the evil from without of Israel and from without of the lands that these people dwelled in. Okay? I know it's hard when you talk about death and killing, but when you talk about what that will do to a child's psyche and what kind of perversion will manifest after that level of exposure and that level of sexuality that's heightened in a child. Children are pure, and their innocence and their ability to feel and understand emotion are very, very is very, very high. And when we're looking and we're reading things in scripture, because I know a lot of us are reading through the Torah, and you see these things, please remove your personal bias about what you felt about the people that judgment was being executed on. Because when you look back at it and you look at That person that we just watched, that sick individual, this was the condition of the nations that our people were going to be amongst if they had not been purged. And imagine your child being around a person like that. Imagine children being raised by people like that. Imagine the amount of dysfunctionality that would be present in those people, and how Yah was trying to keep his people protected and to purify them and keep their minds kodesh, set apart. And to have those kind of thoughts and those kind of things even put into somebody's head is sick. The only reason why I showed you that is because we need to stop feeling some type of way about how the Most High executes his judgment. Like, we really need to stop. We need to step back and really understand that he does nothing on accident. When he executes judgment on our family members and other people, it's not on accident. It's not because he somehow missed something. These are the thoughts of people. Right now, we're living in a time where the veil has been lifted, and the information that is coming out and the lack of discretion that people has is truly showing the state of this world and the state of the mindset. He's one person who said one thing, but there's so many other. You all need to learn how to say hallelujah and amen when the Most High executes his judgment, because he does not do anything wrong. He does everything perfect, and he is purging out the I don't even have a word for that. He is. So as you're going through and as you're reading, as you're coming across this stuff, please always know that the Most High is right. Second of all, that, like, literally, I don't even have words for that. I'm like, because it's applicable, I showed it, but you guys, you can see it. And the fact that people in a community are agreeing with that means that there's more and more people. You people who are caught up in this Egyptologist and this conscious movement and this New Age movement really need to check yourselves. You really do. Because there's someone who agrees with that, or that fool wouldn't be online. He wouldn't be saying what he's saying. And we need to turn back to the laws of the Most High, because the reason why that's even acceptable, the reason why that's even a thing, is because so many of our people have turned to this love, to that wickedness. And when you turn away from the Most High and lean on your own understanding, eventually the perversion will come out, and you just saw it. And there's more of it. There's more of it. The sister who was took the picture, so she's a comedian, I can't think of her name right now, with her son, and she's naked and he's naked. That's sick. That's perversion. That's the stuff that the Canaanites and the Jebusites and all those people were doing in those lands. That's why the Most High told our people to do what he told us to do. That's why. Do not ever question the Most High. We just can't do that. And not to the person that asked me the question. I'm just saying in general. As we're reading, we're feeling something like, but the kids, but the this. You don't know. He knows. The Most High never makes a mistake. Nobody ever gets killed on accident. Never. Nobody who ends up in Sheol will end up there on accident. And nobody who ends up with in the kingdom will end up there on accident. Everything is calculated. Everything is on purpose. If he said kill them all, it's because the fullness of their sin had penetrated all the way into everyone in the land, into the animals and everything. Just really take that into consideration and continue to live set apart. This is why we live set apart. This is why we keep our children off social media. This is why we don't let our kids spend a night with anybody. This is why we monitor our children's friends. This is why we raise our kids and teach them the way we do, because these are the people that are out there posing as conscious. If you ain't in Torah, I don't care how conscious you are, you can't be around my kids. If you no. So you guys who got like, oh, some of my friends are conscious and those are the kind of people. When it boils down to it, you protect yours and you walk in Torah and you surround yourself with people who are walking in Torah and truly walking in Torah. Not these walking in Torah creepy people. Because these are the people who will come in and pervert the next generation. These are the children who will be preying on your children and teaching them the debased wickedness that they've learned as children. Like, we really have to be careful. All right. That really ticked me off, but you get the point. Let Yah be true and every man a liar. Shalom, shalom.